Yeah, plushes. So I wanted to talk about some Sentai Rider and Ultraman stuff here as well. So but these are some things that I probably should have done a video on, but I just got so busy that it just never ended up happening, and it's just not gonna end up happening because the news is so old at this point that there's no point in doing a video on it, because in a couple weeks, or I guess really a couple months or whatever, we're gonna just see all of it like officially. But that is the second quarter toy listings for King-Ohger. It was very soon after the press conference. We got the leaked photo of this plush lineup, which is funny because actually like an hour or so ago, I saw that they had shown off the other 5 in this catalog, but obviously not silver because they haven't officially revealed this suit yet. But this was it OhKuwagataOhger? I messed that up already. It was like OhKuwagataOhger. I think it's like OhKuwagataOhger because it's like another King title. It's the King. It's the King from Red's Country. He's going to be silver. I'm not sure exactly what episode this is supposed to debut in, but this is not our 6th Ranger. That's what we're going to talk about in a second here with the toy listings that I also did make a video on. But basically, this is going to be his form. So he'll be an evil ranger for probably a period of time. I mean, maybe he'll stay permanently evil. I could also maybe see him join the team or something. But as you can see, the suit, well, you can barely see it. It's just, well, because there's a big thing over it, but you can kind of infer what it's going to be based off of just what it looks like. But essentially, it's just red suit, kind of basically desaturated, essentially, where it's just all the red is silver, but it's still a Kuwagata. It's still very similar to that. As Kubis mentioned, maybe he'll use an imitation sword in the silver Kuwagata as an evil copy form or something. Yeah, we did see, I believe it was in tonight's episode because of the preview images from a week ago, that we got to see like our first look at his sword he's going to presumably use to become this form. And it looked basically like a kind of less complete version of like the main Ohger caliber, where it looked like it was like missing some of the other insects on there, which makes sense for something like this. So I also think it's neat that while I love Purple Rangers, I think it's neat that we don't have a third rival Purple Ranger in a row after Stacyza and Ohsama and now this, because we have purple on the main team this time. So always down from our Silver Rangers. I'm also very happy that means that we can't have silver be our 6th Ranger color, because while I definitely love Silver Rangers, I'm getting sick of them always being the default color of 6 Rangers besides gold. So I'm happy to see that silver is going to be this not 6 Ranger extra hero type of Ranger here that I think is going to be really cool. But speaking of King-Ohger stuff, so this happened a while ago as well. This was all the listings for the second quarter, which in the past, I most certainly would have done a video on this. And like I said, I probably should have. I did listings on the first quarter listings and stuff. But clearly, it wasn't a very desired video because nobody asked where a video about it was. So here it is. So this is the one thing. And it's also possible that even if I don't upload the entire stream as public or make it public, I might just like cut sections out and kind of use them as like, oh, hey, this was like my recording for this video. So like, you know, potentially I could post like this segment about whatever I'm about to talk about here as my actual video on the second quarter King-Ohger stuff. But yeah, this is our 6 Ranger stuff. So we had this leaked back in, I believe it was February, but we know the color of our 6 Ranger. So unfortunately, Static Thunder, we do not have a 6th Ranger that is orange, unfortunately. So some of this actually has already gone up for pre-order, and that is the 3 villain vinyls that are listed as April 2023. So right under the OhKuwagataOhger stuff. Here we go. The Des Narak, the 8th Sentai Hero Vinyl Series figure, the Kami Jim Sentai Hero Vinyl Series figure, and the Sanagim Sentai Hero Vinyl Series figure. So that is going to be, those are already up for pre-order actually, and those are vinyl figures of the main bad guy, that one general dude, and the foot soldier dudes. You know, all the technical terms. So we've already seen all those villains. They're going to get little vinyl figures to go with the Ranger ones as well, which is really cool. Because the last time we got vinyl figures for the villains in like the main line, I'm pretty sure it was Tokuger when we got General Swartz and the whatever those were called. We haven't had vinyls for villains in a very long time, so that is going to be a thing. Now we also, of course, have, I skipped past it, but we have the Action Hero and the Sentai Vinyl Series figure for OhKuwagataOhger. So that is our Silver Ranger that we just took a look at in the last slide. So that one is going to get, or he is going to get a vinyl and a figure. Now he's also, I'm presumably he's going to get a Yudo series figure as well, the Candy Toy figures in like May. So that's how I'm going to get a figure of him. But thankfully they are releasing a figure of him in the line. And then of course we have all of our Six Ranger stuff, which we don't have an official name for this guy yet. But it's likely that this is going to be very or his name is probably going to be something along the lines of, what is this? Is the name for Spider on here somewhere? It's Kumo is the name for Spider, I think. Something like that. But it's probably going to be something like along the lines of like OhKuwagataOhger or something, because he's a Spider. So we have his transformation sword, his gun, his roleplay sets, which will be the sword and the gun together, his action hero figure, his vinyl figure, his mecha, another or two additional auxiliary mechas that I'm presuming can obviously combine with his, probably because there's going to be a combo set of all of them, and then the mini plot set as well for that as well, as I just said, as that as well, like 2 times in a row. So that is all, of course, going to be out in the typical Sentai second quarter toy listing fashion of May and June of 2023. So cool there. I am going to quickly here pull up the one tweet that was made about the Six Ranger specifically that I should have probably included in this thing, and I forgot to do that. So we had Six Ranger details. The Ranger is white with a spider motif. Secondary color is black with a gold chest plate, coattails instead of a mantle. His changer is a dagger with a key, and his secondary weapon is a bug spray gun. So I love all of this. So I love a white Six Ranger. We haven't had that since, you can make the argument for Geki Chopper, but officially you haven't had it since Deca Break in Deca Ranger. So it's been 20 years since we've had that as a Six Ranger. Then we have black is pretty cool as the secondary color. I think, well, black and white Ranger is going to just look really cool. A lot of people have been posting like the Negative Zone Spider-Man or the Future Foundation Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures is kind of like what this would kind of look like, which makes logical sense. So he'll have a gold chest plate, which is probably just kind of their way of still getting that typical Six Ranger color in there of gold or silver. I'm good with that, but with him not being with gold not being his primary color, I think that's really awesome. So the mantle, or having coattails instead of a mantle, that's cool. Helps distinguish him a little bit from, you know, the regular Rangers. We get a key. This is not a Ranger key, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for my wallets, but yes, he is going to have a key that I think, what was it? Somebody said in the original leaks, it was like a Rukendo. Is that what I'm thinking of correctly? Looking kind of key. So he's going to have some sort of dagger transformation device that takes some sort of key or something, but not a Ranger key, which would have been really cool. And then we have a bug spray gun weapon, which I'm all here for. This sounds awesome. So I am so down for this. I cannot wait to see how all this is going to look, because obviously based off the toy listings, he should probably be debuting in about 2 months or so on King-Ohger. So probably, you know, somewhere around the 10th to 15th episode range, something like that. I want to say we would last year Donjo Goku premiered kind of at the more later time for Six Rangers, kind of the more typical, or kind of the older typical Sentai debut for Six Rangers, which was like around 15 to 17. And then in the past, we've had Six Rangers by like episode like 10 or something. So I mean, we got 2 Kaiser in what, episode 8 or 9 of Senkaiger, and I think that's too early. Way too early for a Six Ranger debut. I like that debut around episode 15 to 17 range. That feels just a little bit better. So hopefully, based off the toy listings, that's hopefully what we're going to actually be getting, because 2 Kaiser stuff came out in like April, but Donjo Goku stuff came out in like that May-June timeframe that this guy's going to have. So definitely very excited for that. I am good with that being the case there for this guy. And we will go back to the slide presentation here. But yeah, I'm down. I think that sounds really cool. Like I said, like the white color. Spiders are neat. Definitely good with that. As Static Thunder said here, the Arbiter of Death, fear him, Spider-Man. So there's that. I can see the Spider-Man joke tweaks are coming. Oh yeah, there's already been a ton of them out there ever since the original leaks happened with this. And they're going to just, of course, continue to happen for a very long time as we get this guy here. But for a show that I'm already really enjoying, I love those 6 Ranger leaks for this, so I'm just very hyped. And all of this stuff is confirmed, by the way, because as you can see here, this is from a Reddit post that compiled all this together. But all of these links here are, well, they're all links. So if you click on them, they take you to Toku Collectibles pre-order pages. So this is the confirmed toy list. This is not a rumor for this. The stuff I just read technically is a rumor, but it comes from people who posted this stuff. So like, that is what we can expect. We can expect the changer to be the dagger with the key. We can expect the white color scheme, the gold armor, the black, accents, that kind of thing. So, but all the stuff here officially is happening. Like, we're getting those specific mechas, we're getting figures for OhKuwagataOhger, all that kind of stuff there. So I'm very excited to see all of it here, which we'll probably start seeing in about 2 months or so. We'll see the OhKuwagataOhger stuff earlier, because that stuff has an April release date. So I guess that kind of gives you an idea. Actually, that seems like what's probably going to happen. They're probably going to debut OhKuwagataOhger around probably the episode like 8 or 9 mark, kind of like where a Q Kaiser, debuted kind of thing. And then they'll probably save, obviously, what I'm just going to tentatively call like Kumo Ohger. I think that's the word for Spider, being kind of around 15 to 17. So perfect. It all sounds great. I cannot wait to see where the show is going to go with all this stuff. I love it, I love it, I love it. So more Rangers, the better, because it also gives them more opportunities to fill more potential Ranger key sets with more potential Ranger keys. And I like that. So I think that's going to kind of sum it up for the Sentai stuff. I think that was a pretty good discussion on it, if I do say so myself. To wrap up this video, I'd like to thank my $5 and above patrons: Jurassic Samurai, Maggot Alchemist, Robert Browning, Static Thunder, Brendan Overland, Maji Yellow, Redstone MCPC, Comics 1017, James Darty, Monster Rocket, John Luke, Eric Berry, Tyler Bazetsky, Matthew Thorne, Josh Landry, Pyramidas, CPT Tesla, Cross SCV, Caboose ED, Socket Monsters, and Anthony Love. You can support Toku Topics for as little as $1 a month on my Patreon, linked in the description below.